The AWS Root Account is the most powerful user in your AWS environment, and it is necessary for some initial setup actions, but you should never use it for daily operations. So if you're using the account that, say you're going to AWS console, and you click on root user, and you sign in through this, you're using an account that you should not be using for your daily operations. So some of the dangers of using this account is, first, you have full access to all services. So there are no permission boundaries, and this means that one mistake could cost you your entire infrastructure. You also have increased risk compromise. If your root credentials are exposed, attackers can gain unrestricted control. And there's even a lack of auditing, which means actions performed by the root account are harder to manage and trace. So what should you do instead? Well, here are a few examples of what to do instead. The first one is you should create IAM users or roles with scoped permissions. So as an example, consider you have a junior developer who only needs to read files from S3, but not delete them or access anything else. Instead of giving them admin access, you can create a user that can only list and read objects in a specific bucket. So as an example of some Terraform code, first we create an IAM user called junior dev. Then we define an IAM policy that allows them read-only access to a specific bucket. So that's what we call it here. We use an IAM policy, and the action is for allow. We allow them to get and list S3 buckets on these resources. And then of course we just attach the policy to the user. Another thing that you can do instead of using the root account is use groups to manage and access policies efficiently. So as an example, say your DevOps team needs full access to EC2 for managing virtual machines. Well, instead of configuring each user one by one, you can put them all in a group called DevOps and then attach the EC2 full access policy to that group. And as a demonstration, that's what I'm doing here with Terraform. So we create an IAM group called DevOps, and then we attach the EC2 full access policy to this group. So group policy attachment, we have the group, and then we have the policy, which is Amazon EC2 full access. And then say we create an IAM user called Alice, and then we just add the user to the DevOps group. And another alternative, let me paste in another one here, is you can use roles for cross-account and service-to-service access. So as an example, say you have an EC2 instance that needs to read files from an S3 bucket. Instead of storing the credentials on the instance, you can assign an IAM role to that instance that allows it to access S3 securely. So here's the Terraform example where we create an IAM role that the EC2 instances can assume. After that, we attach a custom policy to the EC2 role that allows it to read from S3, which we can see the effect allow and the actions right here. And then finally, we create an instance profile so the IAM role can be attached to the EC2 instance. So instance profile right here, and then we set the role right here. I want to thank you for liking and subscribing. Check out my courses in the description, and take it easy.